Morning, good morning. Good afternoon on the East Coast, I should say. It's Marquise Martin Hayes. I just want to jump in and connect with you guys. It is time for the Monday moment. And so it is my honor and my pleasure for you to tune in with me and allow me to share the inspiration and thoughtfulness that's in my space today. Today, I want to jump in real quick. There's something I want to talk about. I want to talk about you. I want to talk about your dream. I want to talk about what makes you move. But before I do that, last week, I introduced you to Body Replenish here. I use it to keep these crusty fingers, to keep my hands nice and lavish and nourished. I've got an audition coming up in about 45 minutes. So I'm going to jump on here and do what I got to do and get off. But today I want to introduce you to a different product, my lip renewing serum. Now, many of you use chapstick. I don't like chapstick. Number one, it's too big to carry around. Number two, it works, and I got to put it back on again within an hour. These little bitty pebbles here, just simply, I'll bite it off to keep it simple for time. That probably wasn't very, smart, but that's okay. Gets this little bit of serum, put it on my lips, rub it in nicely. It stays, and I still have more in here. I can use it 2 more times today. So just another one of these cool little products that I've learned about that I sell and I represent with Rodan and Fields. And so if you want to know more about it, let me know. All right, so let's jump in. Let's talk about you and let's talk about your dream. There's something you got to know. Number one, your life is yours. There are so many opportunities to create. Now, don't get me wrong. I understand that there are responsibilities that we've acquired along the way, and we've got to manage those responsibilities because we accepted them, right? So we don't get to excuse ourselves from them, but we also don't get to excuse ourselves from our purpose, our dream, and our passion. Now, I know many of us do because of the responsibilities. But again, as we've talked about before, no one on a deathbed says, I wish I would have worked harder. They wish they would have had more family time, fulfilled purpose, and things of that nature. So today I want to talk to you about that, your dream. Here's the deal. It might cost you something. Actually, it's definitely going to cost you something. The only question is, what is it that you really want? Like, I don't care what that dream is, right? And I don't mean dream like, I want a big motorcycle. But if that's what you want, it's what you want. I'm talking about who you are in the world. What does it look like? Really identify that. Dream boards are a real big thing right now, or vision boards. Put it up, pin it up, get it in front of you. Stimulate your mind, stimulate your creativity. That's important. When I was younger, my dad used to take us dream building. We'd go around, look at big houses, look at some fancy cars, meet some interesting people, and we would develop and curate this dream. And so as a result, I have this expansive mind of things that I like to participate in, enjoy, and have. But my ultimate dream, touching the world and empowering people, requires something else. It requires me to continue to build my brand. It requires me to continue developing my education, so forth and so on. Here's the thing you need to know when it comes to your dream, whatever your dream is. If your dream is big enough, the facts don't count. Now, I know someone's heard me say that before, but here's what I mean by that. Your dream, if it's compelling enough, you will figure out whatever it takes to make it happen. Now, I don't know how big that sacrifice is for you. I know for me, it requires some things I may have not planned on. It requires some adjustments along the way. But as long as it's in alignment with who I am and where I'm going, then it's possible. And when things become possible, not in your constricted mind state, but in your mind state of, okay, this is what I want. I'm getting ready to jump off this cliff. I don't have a parachute. What can I do? Now, I'm not saying quit your job tomorrow. That may be for you. That may not be for you. That's your personal choice. Here's what I'm trying to suggest for you. If you dream, something we talk about in our business, and then you plan, you attempt to make a strategy that will help you get there, then the last thing for you to do is go do it. I was talking to my coach this morning and she shared it with me. Dream, plan, do. Now, that's great. That's a simple process that you can follow. But some of you might be like me. The planning process sometimes causes you, no excuse from doing it, but the planning process sometimes causes you to get analysis paralysis, right? So you're thinking, okay, what angle here, what angle there? I'm not sure. And then you get stuck here and you're stuck there and you're left in a state of trying to figure it out. Now, any wise person will plan. Absolutely. And you should have some sense of a strategy. But do not allow it to stop you from moving forwards, because sometimes taking that first step, that's what unlocks the key. All of a sudden you begin to see, because the commitment was made, and then the universe has the opportunity to open up for you, right? Many of you, some of you, my followers, I know you're believers of faith, and it says faith without works is dead. So if you believe something, you've got to also work toward it for it to open up and manifest. And sometimes it might not, especially right away. But that's where faith comes in, right? Right? Taking the step, taking the actions in that direction. I know for me, I was telling you a few seconds ago, it makes sense to be ready, aim, fire. That's dreaming, planning, doing. But what I've discovered about me is I'm a ready, fire, aim guy. And what that means is the aim is truly there, but I may not have all the details and kinks. I've had to adopt that way of being, because I know that if I get stuck in the planning phase, nothing may get done. So I've done a couple of things to help me, and you may want to adopt this as well. I have people in my life who are really great at planning, who can help me see through some of the cracks while I'm also firing at the same time. And somewhere in the middle, we meet and collide and begin to bring things together. Because here's the deal. I wouldn't be on social media at all if I was trying to plan it all out and figure it all out. But I also have learned that planning some things through allows for some longer sustainability as well. So you got to find which one works for you. But get off your arse and get it done, because no one's going to do it for you. And your life is not worth passing up wishing you coulda, shoulda, woulda. It's time. It's time. So get up, create the vision. Let it be as big as your mind can imagine, because if it's small, it won't even move you. And if it's big, it might scare you, but that's good. Because when we're afraid, we take action. And sometimes we need a fire lit to get us going. This is the Monday Moment. I'm your coach, Marquise Martin Hayes. Mr. Monday, just want to love on you. Get off your butt. Get it done. Get in the game. This is your life. The millennials say YOLO. Here's the deal. We can't prove otherwise. So get involved and get started. Hope your Monday's fantastic. Peace.